As I told you, I think some 2 people, I'll be switching on to geography and I'll be finishing whatever chapters are left, and history का पेपर में जो भी होगा. चलिए, let's move on. I have been told that chapter called agriculture, from where I have to start. Is it correct? Yeah, listen. I am going to start with agriculture. Let me do the Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Then we'll see what is to be done. अभी ये करो वो करो क्या होगा? You got some booster dose हो? अभी मैं वो सर से बात करके आ रहा हूँ. Hey guys, agriculture, was it started here? Are you sure? Or you want me to jump up agriculture and go ahead as per your? Oh my dear, what happened? Okay. Nothing to worry. Seriously. Why you guys are late? Quick. Put the heading in your notebook, agriculture. I am giving the meaning or introduction. Please close the door, madam. Write down the topic agriculture. The term agriculture, I am not going to wait, already 2-3 minutes are late. The term agriculture has been derived from, guys, pick up. The term agriculture has been derived from 2 Latin words. Has been derived from 2 Latin words. Black color का marker है. Sir, आपके door mic पे इधर. छोड़ दो लिखना. Derived from 2 Latin words, you write ager and culture. Ager and culture. Ager and culture. Which means land and cultivation. Which means land and cultivation. Not land. And cultivation. Carry on. The next sentence. Quick. I could appreciate he coming to me days. Which chapters did we finish on the day? Not finished.
First and second page of.
Good. Did you understood after my explanation? So you were there in my doubt solving session, not mine. His doubt solving session. Agriculture in India. Write down the next line. Oh, today. Sweet pea. Hopefully, does it remove quickly? But fall down or some. क्या कुछ रेडी काम तो नहीं करती फिर कैसे सॉरी बाद में मैंने सुना है कुछ जगह पर कुछ साबित करने के लिए ऐसा तो नहीं सीरियसली the friends both are hey you are also seen after a long time where are you ना बेटा कंफर्म और कौन वो तो आया था इधर बॉयज में क्या it's right here you didn't get it. I corrected that day. I wrote some lines in pencils. Write down agriculture in India. Your friend is missing. Where is she? Ye friend. I don't understand the I language. Agriculture in India, most important economic activity in terms of employment and national income contribution. Most important economic activity in terms of employment and national income contribution. Where is the notebook?
Sir, it's over.
Employment, underline both the words. Hence, it is rightly referred as Hence, it is rightly referred as the dominant sector of Indian economy. Hence, it is rightly referred as dominant sector of Indian economy. Dominant sector of Indian economy. Underline the word dominant. Dominant sector of Indian economy. Next line. Factors supporting agriculture in India. Factors supporting agriculture in India. Factors supporting agriculture in India. 1. Presence of fertile alluvial soil. Presence of fertile alluvial soil. Supply of water. Supply of water. Alluvial soil. Supply of water. Flat topography. Topography. Flat topography. Next point.
So second point.
Second point. That's second point. Good monsoon season. Hyphen, you write southwest. Southwest. Next. Age-old occupation. Age-old occupation. Hyphen. Indus Valley was known for its. Indus Valley, that is civilization, understood, is it? Yes. Was known for its agricultural production. Last point. Since independence, hyphen, government budget, in government budget, highest priority to agricultural sector. Highest priority to agricultural sector. Now you can pause or relax. I'll explain the whole chapter, then it's so easy for you to move on. Now when we say agriculture, it looks very simple and easy. Sometimes I've seen the ICSE 10th standard people miss this. But this time I had the paper pattern has been changing. Out of 7, you are generally asked to select 5. But this year they will be asking you to select 6 modules. That was the update for what I heard. So now what do you do? If you do not like the module which I'll be teaching in the last, that is at waste management and other things, which is generally a drier one, but I feel it's very easy for scoring. Yeah. Agriculture, do not miss it. Because agriculture has 4 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4. But all the 4 sections you might have done sooner or later or in some ages, in some stages, sorry. But then in 10th ICSE, how do you present your answer? I mean, for the first time, we are saying this word has come up. Till now, we do not know. Then when we move into agriculture, neither you nor me understand the basics of it. What do you say? We might have seen it, definitely not took part in it. It's like my childhood dreams and my maybe RIP dreams. Once in my life, I should do some farming. तुरंत फिर वो मूवी में बोलने का तरह अगर मैं फार्मिंग करने लगा तो मेरा बैल क्या करेगा? अभी बैल का भी काम नहीं है, ट्रैक्टर काम करता है. करेक्ट है ना? At least you should have watched in Maharashtra. At least with the monsoon, how Maharashtra becomes. I think all the Dongar areas, you know, the Ghat areas become green lush. And it's so beautiful to watch and so beautiful to even visit. But only during this patch. But what is agriculture for you and me? We said nothing is important because we are getting everything ready-made. But do you remember really when India had famines, when India had food shortages, when India was importing basic food grains? But now then India has become other way around. What is other way around? Today we are not only the granary for entire Asia, but also during this Russia-Ukraine war, so sorry, India started exporting even wheat to the country called Finland. How far from India? But that Finland demanded the wheat, all thanks to Ukraine and Russia. In fact, more than Russia, it is Ukraine. 30% of the wheat production alone, Ukraine does it. And entire European Union depends on Ukraine. So now let me pull you back. Now you remember the word Green Revolution. Everyone remember. Along with Green Revolution, we had something called as White Revolution. Now tell me what is White Revolution? It is milk and milk products. The company called Amul, Anand Milk Union Limited. The scientist was Verghese Kurian, and the technology you might be knowing, introducing of HYV crops, modern seeds, hybrid fertilizers, pesticides, and it was introduced in 2 states of India. Which 2 states?
Punjab.
Wonderful. Punjab and Haryana. And the crop selected was wheat. And we got the targeted, no, we got the production called spectacular. What is the simple word of spectacular? Double or triple the amount that the government of India done it. So we always sit somewhere down close and take the attention. Boy, either hi. So we always believe agriculture in India has a special position. I mean, we born and brought up in city. Now what you and me do link? We do link only one simple thing. घर में जो आपको मिलता है, whatever your mother feeds you, rice, wheat, whatever, at least do not disrespect the thing. I'll be teaching what is this paddy cultivation in India all about. How is this wheat cultivation all about? How does a farmer of an India puts his, we can say, heart and soul in producing, but it doesn't take too much of time to fill our dustbins with rice and wheat. Don't like? Throw it. I have never done in my life, which I will not be doing it. Not in India, not in any part of the world where I've been working. Even at 2 or 3 particles of rice, I try to pick up. Sorry to say, some people say, "Itna kya kanjusi?" It is not kanjusi. Respect the farmers. It's like Malaysian and Chinese. They eat with that particular stick, which I have tried my level best. Sirf stick chhod ke baki kuch muh mein nahi aata. But they will not leave a single, rice. They keep eating. मैं एक बार मैंने एक मलय से पूछा, why are you so doing this? Well, it is the respect that you have to give it to the food. Because for that only you have come all the across so many countries and you are working here. And अगर आप उसी को फेंकता है, it's like I don't know how many of you people know there are many NGOs in Bombay and Navi Mumbai. How many of the rich marriages are happening in and around? जब से COVID हुआ marriage ही हर जगह दिखता है. As if these guys and girls are waiting. But chalo, start. And we have the rich people. The buffet is it? Buffet system. खाने से ज़्यादा फेंकने में busy रहता है ना? And you have to dial one number to private NGO. They come on that same night, pick up all the surplus food which you are ready to throw, and that food can be going to one of the orphanage. Correct? So how are we saving the food? How are we minimizing the wastage? It's not a part of geography, at least in agriculture, but I'll be telling you a little bit of one-to-one connection what you can do. So when I use the word agriculture, this second I said that word importance. Today, you and me, although far from agriculture, can we start eating nuts and bolts from industries? Can we start eating capsules, which is much more nutritious than sabji or that paratha that your mother makes? Mommy, watch ka nasta bahut acha laga kal. Kya beta capsule? Haan, was wonderful. Can we imagine we have such days coming in? No. So India is becoming ahead. The apples that we produce, that I'll be teaching in the form of horticulture. The flowers that we produce, why not flowers? We have this grapes which are produced in our own Nashik. The world famous wines are from France that I really enjoyed. Everyone have signed? Anyone left? Please. And our own Maharashtrian farmers are producing it, that Nashik Sula wines or whatever you call it. Then maximum, I can say the flowers, especially that Feb 14th day, which is not so good respected in India, 90% of the roses are exported to Europe and it is India which is exporting it. So I really love that day because it produces rich income to the government of India. We smile. I have never given roses, never accepted roses. वो fortunate नहीं है, unfortunate भी नहीं. But then I really love it because India में बहुत बड़ा income होता है. I was in my college, I think masters, not masters, my bachelor's last year. तब जाके देखा ये क्या हंगामा होता है हमारे कॉलेज में. So then let me pull you back. So it is the cereals, the pulses, the rice, the wheat, the sugar cane. What else? So today India is self-sufficient. Not only self-sufficient, it has the full capacity to produce rice and wheat to feed at least half of the Asian population. The last lecture I was taking, I was discussing with my other batch that we have a so-called dictator from one part of Korea who is unable to feed his population, but he has the money to test any nuclear bombs of the world. Is it? At least India to aisa nahi karta. Kim Jong is it his name? That funny fellow, not a funny fellow, very dangerous fellow. But then we always believe India, right from the historic age, has been very popular with agriculture. What is the popularity? You never dream that the apples which comes all the way from Washington is much cheaper than the apples which are coming from Himachal. उल्टा हमको वॉशिंगटन एप्पल्स ज्यादा पसंद है, बट इसका रैशनल लगाओ ये वॉशिंगटन एप्पल इतना सस्ता क्यों है? Because many a times American president during their speech they said whatever waste we throw it towards Asia, and Asia में मतलब India is a big demander of American fruits and other things. You remember there is one cosmetic company from America, Revlon करके कोई company है? हाँ, girls might be knowing that. मुझे कैसे मालूम है? ऐड देखा. Then that company says नीचे लिखा है America's #1 company. फिर मैंने सेलर को पूछा इंडिया में क्या कर रहा है? क्या America's #1 company तो अमेरिका में बेच, इधर क्यों है? So here they called us soft politics. I think last class told me Korean music, Japanese music. हाँ, इसको भी हम लोग soft dictatorship बोलते हैं. Like you guys are frantic of the burgers and the pizzas that are coming. ये भी एक अमेरिका का diplomatic policy है. The day will come when an average American will demand a vada pav which is made in our own Mumbai. Do you think हमारा Indians कोई कर रहा है? नहीं कर रहा. So we always believe agriculture has the full potential not only to feed the population in India. More than 60% of the employment directly or indirectly comes from here. Close to 48% of the national income comes alone from agriculture. So does it have the potential to solve the problem of unemployment? Yes. But the agriculture that was found soon after independence and today, there is a lot of difference. So we have commercial agriculture, we have subsistence agriculture, we have intensive subsistence agriculture, and then we have plantation. What is plantation? Correct. Well, how do you explain that? Acres and acres of land, only one crop. Like Indian tea was best in the year 79-80, 19,001 rupees. I can tell the name of the tea also. Darjeeling tea was sold. The Nescafe, which is today America's #1 coffee, but it is basically produced in India. There is a tea in India produced, but not for Indians. It goes to Europe, mainly to London. It's called as Yellow Label tea, and the company which produces is Lipton. India में ही बनता है. So we always very proud that Indian agriculture is as good as any other industry or any other. That doesn't mean our secondary sector and tertiary sector are not doing good. They are doing good. But then agriculture has always have the full potential for our country. When I teach industries in economics, when I teach banking in economics, it has been very clearly told when agriculture does good, the industry also does best. When industry does best and my banking sector does the best of the best business. But ये पहला basic business किसने motivate किया? Agriculture. So are you understanding? So we have primary sector, secondary and tertiary. Out of the primary, agriculture plays a which role that I've given it in the notebook? A dominant role. Is it okay? Now put the next heading in your notebook, problems of Indian agriculture. Hey, importance will you able to write on your own? Yes, sir. Keep it. Because problems they ask you separately. Problems. Point number 1. Over dependence on rainfall. Over dependence on the rainfall, which is highly uncertain. Over dependence on the rainfall, which is highly uncertain. Uncertain, then you underline that word uncertain. Then you write there only same line in terms of time and quantity. Uncertain in terms of time and quantity. Don't write like this, write it in the same line. In terms of time and quantity. I'll explain. Second point. Small fragmented land holdings. Small fragmented land holdings. Fragmented land holdings adversely affecting the production. Adversely affecting the production. Adversely matlab largely. Adversely affecting the production. I'll explain. All things. Good, eager people. Small fragmented land holdings adversely affecting the production. Agricultural production. Hey, stop circulating pens now. Seriously? What is the next course of action for you? You tell me, is it a good habit or bad habit? No idea. At least the pen. यार ये drummer का लोग सब लोग ऐसे ही रहते हैं क्या? When did you play the last time that particular instrument? Wait. When you were 7.5.
2019.
When you were 19 years old.
2019.
Oh, अभी क्या है? इतना इन्फ्लुएंस है? आज लेक्चर लिया, कल क्या? अभी बाहर निकलते पूछेगा तो भी भूल जाता है. Third point. Shows the love of that particular program. Third point. Improper and insufficient. Improper. With that 1.5 hands, she's doing all kinds of mistakes there. 2 hands or 1.5? 2.5. You are using her hand also. Don't. She doesn't want. Highly preserved. Improper and insufficient irrigation facilities with respect to improper and insufficient irrigation facilities with respect to ever increasing demand hyphen with green revolution. With reference to ever increasing demand hyphen green revolution. मतलब demand ज़्यादा है and पानी का supply कम है. With respect to ever increasing demand hyphen green revolution. Next, all method of cultivation. All methods of cultivation. All method of cultivation leading to lower income. Leading to lower income. I am connecting the points there. Leading to lower income. Whole method of cultivation leading to lower income, poverty of peasants and poor farmers. Poverty of peasants and farmers. Small farmers, poverty of peasants and large farmers. Poor farmers, sorry. Hey, Now when you use the word uncertain, if you remember the chapter called climate, in which we have done 4 seasons, in which we have southwest monsoon, correct? In the month of June to September. Have you any time heard June 1st the rainfall starts? Generally, our rainfall are totally Indian rainfall. Why totally? It's like you and me. Highly unreliable. Are you reliable? In terms of studies, man, reliable. I remember his marks. I don't know. I have seen not other. Maybe like he might put. Hey, he say yesterday's functions photographs you guys have seen on our websites. So very soon they might upload. Yesterday was the function closer to Nerul only. IMEI building price distribution UT. 2 years ka nahi hua. So this year they have done it. It was wonderful. I was a part and parcel of that. So I really encourage you guys to be present in the next year's prize distribution as the proper and the proud winners of gold medal. Some students came met me with their parents and parents were saying, "We love your lectures." मैं बोला मैंने तुझे कभी lecture दिया ही नहीं. They said online में पूरा lecture मैं ही सुन रहा था. मेरा बेटा था बैठा था. That was a small gesture, but many students got 100 out of 100. even in subjects like English, Marathi, Sanskrit. And Anubhav sir was very happy to announce, and we are also part and parcel. It's like you guys coming with your parents and you are getting a gold medal from the institute and a small memento or a trophy. And that's one part, but then in front of so many, you understood? So always that keeps you guys, going very strong. So jitna bhi aaj attendance hai, I want everyone to be part of that. I know that you might not be, but I feel seriously pray to my God. Will do?
Yes.
So सब लोग next year prize distribution में participant or a winner?
Winner.
Winner, पक्का?
Yes.
Come again, I can hear.
We'll be the winner.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
This year only Anubhav sir was saying, मैं prize policy को बहुत strict किया, फिर भी इतना सारा winner आया. I encourage him to make it more stricter, but then also my students are repeating, कुछ भी कर ले, हम gold medal लेके ही छोड़े. Correct है?
Yes, sir.
Will do? Only for not now. The whole year you have to maintain it. Let's hope for the best. Okay. Now when I use the word uncertain, one in terms of time. Second, I said it is 4 months of rainfall. Like this monsoon is also behaving. If you remember that July, the entire rainfall shed day. This kind of rainfall is real problematic for agriculture. Why? अगर 4 month का rainfall अगर एक महीने में देगा, what will happen? It will in fact destroy the crops. So that is what they are saying. Our monsoons are uncertain in respect of time and quantity. समझ में आया? Next, he asked me very good. So we teach in economics as well as in geography. I forget economics inside the geography lecture. We have a big farmer who is having a big plot of land, XYZ. He's having 2 sons. So I put like this, divided into 2. Till now, the farm is quite good. They are having 2 sons of their own. Are you understanding what is happening? They will have their own 2 sons. Sir, bas, iske aage mat karo. This is nothing but we call as fragmented land. As the population increases, the land holdings become smaller and smaller and smaller. Maybe in future, maybe now only, I take a tractor by singing Mera Desh Ki Dharti and getting into my farm. Malum pada tractor, only 1 tire is within my farm. Are you understanding the tragedy? All other 3 tires in my neighbor's farm. बोलेगा टांग तोड़ देगा, उसका तोड़, मैं तो नहीं आया. And बेचारा ट्रैक्टर बोलेगा इतना बड़ा फार्म में इतना छोटा ट्रैक्टर, बड़ा लेकर आओ जा. So what is the solution for you guys? ये क्या कर सकता है government? As per the Hindu undivided family, the father's property is given not only to sons, even to our lovely daughters also. अभी क्या कर सकता है? Solution क्या है? वो तो इंडिया में था तो इतना बड़ा हिस्ट्री नहीं पड़ता. We have a farming today that we practice. We call nothing but cooperative farming. Have you heard about this? You remember your French revolutions, certain chapters? They did it in the year 1789. Maharashtra was the first state to start this cooperative farming. And Maharashtra was the first state to close it also. What is cooperative? Like in my village, where I'm in some part of Maharashtra, 100 farmers come together. They'll remove all these barriers. Let it be a 5-acre or a 10-acre land. All the people will do farming. In which manner? The problem with Indians, even I am also part of that. काम करने का टाइम में मैं 100 बहाना बना के कोने में बैठ जाए. उस साल में दर्द. But when the profit sharing comes, I am the first person there. मेरा land है, वो निकल. Correct है ना? He is smiling for that. This is a problem all over India. It's like you are giving all kinds of excuses in front of your parents. जब आपको पढ़ना नहीं है. And dad might not force you. You might force the dad. इतना है तो चलिए solve करके दिखा. बेचारा डैड भी ताव पर आ गया. अच्छा चल अब भी मैं सॉल्व कर. हो गया पापा, होमवर्क हो गया, थैंक यू. बेचारा क्या होमवर्क मेरे से करवा के लिया? हाँ, एसएसटी का प्रोजेक्ट तो मम्मी कर रही है, आप कुछ तो करो. So we always believe, I encourage you to become a hard working people. आप बोलते हैं ठीक है सर, आई एम वेरी हार्ड वर्क. एक काम करना, कल है ना उस चैप्टर का 4 क्वेश्चन मुझे आता नहीं है, आप फाइंड आउट करके लाना. मतलब वेरी गुड, आई विल फाइंड आउट. उस चैप्टर में आपने ठीक से एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया, दोबारा उसको एक्सप्लेन करना. वेरी गुड, आई फाइंड. इनडायरेक्टली बच्चे ने मुझे हार्ड वर्किंग बना दिया. आर यू हार्ड वर्किंग? यस सर, वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग. Then the result comes and the prize distribution like yesterday, Sir, it was my hard work. अभी तक ऐसा कोई पैरेंट नहीं मिला. Then they come, sir, you are the assistant teacher का साइड पे. उसको 2 मार्क्स कम हो गए, क्या पढ़ाए? मतलब सर प्राइजेस भी मिला. वो छोड़, मेरा बेटी को मार्क्स कम कैसे? मतलब सर आपका बेटी ने लिखा, वही लिखा है बट पढ़ाया तूने. So we always try to push the blame on others. So I take the full responsibility of all my students who say कि मेरे वजह से मार्क्स कम हुआ. नेक्स्ट टाइम मैंने उस पेरेंट को बोलना चाहिए, सर हॉल टिकट में मेरा फोटो लगाओ. आई मे नॉट मैच योर डॉटर्स ब्यूटी, बट डेफिनेटली अगर एग्जामिनर अलाउ करेगा तो मेरा सब्जेक्ट तो मैं लिख के आया, बाकी सब्जेक्ट वो दूसरा को पकड़ में, थोड़ी सब सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ाऊंगा. So we always believe that you and me have to be going on the same plank. You understand plank? Whatever government of India gives you insurance, that I will be explaining in the later part of the chapter. We have insurance schemes for even farmers, not farmers, but for the crops. Now, who can tell me the full form of this? Wonderful boy. Good.
Insurance.
Scheme. Wonderful. I didn't find a single student of mine. God bless you. National Agricultural Insurance Scheme. Like your parents might have opened up an insurance scheme. Now the farmers are encouraged to open up insurance even for the crops. ऐसा नहीं कि open कर दिया और premium नहीं भरना पड़ेगा उसको. Maybe a flood, maybe some fire accident, or maybe some other natural. The farmer will get the money from. So are we not revolutionizing the agricultural sector today? Maybe आगे जाके हमारा 12th standard students फॉर्म भर रहा है. I want to become a proud farmer of India. Nobody will. I want to become an agrotech scientist. I want to become. वो क्या है मैं बताता हूँ. He is very interested in that. It's a good job, government paid job. And you want to become a doctor. Sir, वैसा वाला नहीं, vet doctor. मैंने बहुत सारा बच्चों को सुना है, उनका मम्मी पापा डॉक्टर है, बट वेटरनरी डॉक्टर बोलने से उनको शर्म आता है. Sir, क्या है? आई बाइस को तो But let me tell you, government of India gives the highest salary to the veterinary doctors who is working at the government level. Because for you and me, at least we can tell, whatever. But for the animal, who? In a country like certain foreign, I don't want to keep on saying, keeping a pet in your house is as costly as keeping a human ka bacha in your house. Seriously, if your dog is outside the road, and your neighbor complains allegation अपने कुत्ता को रोड में छोड़ दिया, next 6 months I will be inside and the dog will be inside my house. समझा? I will be inside somewhere else. So it's very costly to keep at least some pets in foreign countries. Sorry to say, don't laugh at it. I've seen certain Americans keeping a bag behind the dog. It's like vacuum attached bag. क्योंकि अगर वो भी गिर जाता है रोड में, अगर किसी ने कंप्लेन कर दिया, आपको उठाने तो बोलेगा ही पुलिस, ऊपर से पेनल्टी भी भरना पड़ेगा. सोच लो हमारे बिल्डिंग में से कितना कुत्ता हर रोज मॉर्निंग में जाता है. एंड होता बेटा करो बेटा, हाँ वो भी. लुक हाउ नीट एंड क्लीन दे आर. एंड लेट मी सीन, आई थिंक सम मुंबईकर को मैंने देखा है मेरे एरिया में, वेयरिंग शूज फॉर द डॉग्स, जैकेट्स फॉर द एनिमल्स, जबकि इंसान का बच्चा तो रोड में पड़ा कुछ भी नहीं बदले. एंड वो डॉग देख कैसे गया, क्या जिंदगी है. So we always believe agriculture teaches you only one thing. You feed the teeming millions of the country. Who are the teeming millions? हम लोग हमारा geography language में उनको hungry mouths बोलता है. What is that hungry mouths are? Sir, McDonald का ad में आता है. Hungry क्या? McDonald आचा. And what is that other punchline? I'm loving it. I don't know what is there to love in it. That same burger, same everything. So we always believe that cooperative farming in Maharashtra is the biggest example, which was started in France in the year 1789. Is it okay? Is there any other point you want me to explain? Let's proceed to the next main heading. There are 2 paragraphs which I'll allow them to read and then explain. Then yet your types of farming है ना, that I will be giving it. Subsistence, commercial, shifting, intensive. In exam they ask you short note. Chalo, I didn't get it. Deleted. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Let's get into reforms now. Come on, you start reading. Solutions for reforms in volume page number. I don't need it. Please. Page number what is it? 161. Yeah. There is one institute called Icse. ये कौन सा ब्रांड ऑफ कार है? इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल रिसर्च. अप्लाइड रिसर्च है बट उसको एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च. Carry on.
The government of India has taken a number of steps like establishing of Indian Council of Agricultural Research.
Everyone underline that. क्या grammar is put something in your eyes. Just go and press some button. Eyes are so important. Carry on.
Agricultural universities, veterinary services and animal breeding centers, horticulture development, research and development in the field of meteorology and weather forecasting, setting up of Kisan call centers to address the queries and
You know what are call centers, everybody? Now we have call centers which is fully dedicated to the farmers. Then introduced in India was KCC. What is the full form of KCC? Nahi. Kisan Credit Card Scheme. It was the biggest failure in the agricultural sector. Other they introduced the card which only the farmers can use it, but they did not introduce any ATM machines. And imagine a farmer getting into an ICICI ATM card and putting that card, and what kind of information will be. First of all, he is illiterate and not educated. Second, the amount of list of commands he cannot. So government ने उसको cancel ही कर दिया. KCC करके scheme. Carry on.
The Green Revolutions. The Green Revolutions has been instrumental in increasing the production of food grains. The main features of this program are
food grains के ऊपर लिखना bumper crops. Today India is popular for producing bumper. मतलब double triple.
use of modern scientific methods of farming. Use of high-yielding varieties of seeds, HYP, irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides, favorable government policies.
Underline that favorable policies, udhar likhna subsidies. If at all they ask you, please write what are subsidies are also. Cash and kind support to the farmers. Don't write it in the world. Cash or kind support, subsidies. What are government policies are? And then you can write MSP also, minimum support price. Cash or kind, I'll explain. Write down. Support given to farmers by the government. And then MSP, you can write minimum support price. If you remember anybody watching news under that agricultural bill, farm bill, sorry. And that was wonderful example of this. Minimum support pricing, that is MSP. Go ahead, take a guess. What did you write? He is now only checking as if it is written in Antarctic Pole. Please.
National Agricultural Policy. The Union Government.
In NAP 2000, let me just introduce, sorry to disturb him with the reading. 99-2000, Government of India brought a special bill. Since 1947, Government of India used to bring IPRs. What are IPRs? Industrial Policy Resolutions. Abhi government ko laga not only for industries, but also agriculture, we need some targeted growth. You understand the meaning of targeted? Like we fix for industries, कि 5 साल के बाद industry अपना कितना growth होना है, they started NAP. What is NAP all about? In next 5 years, what will be the government of India focusing? What was Green Revolution was a similar or a small step, but what is today India? Maybe future wars, जो भी China Taiwan का चल रहा है, we do not know. Again, India might take the best bonus out of it, unless and until China doesn't do some Iraqi things with India. As if today, government of America has announced the biggest warship, उसका नाम भी बोलता हूँ, not that Ronald Reagan, वो तो already उधर है in that Indian Ocean. It is going to come to Indian borders. Trivandrum, they are going to park it, anchor it in the by 12th or the 15th of August, वो India में आ जाएगा. And government of America ने बोला it is for repairs, but indirectly China को बोला कि don't do any misadventure with India. And as that fellow, what's his name, that French Nostradamus has predicted, 2023 to 2025, 2000, that's that. Might be the world might see the third world. We never know. But then you guys might be experiencing one live world war. Even I might be alive at that time. But then we don't want such war. But already that 4 nations without any alignment, they've come in. China, Russia, and that Kim Jong, Korea, and Iran. Iran is a shocking addition, but Iran का जो leader है वो थोड़ा religious fanatic है, वो कुछ ना कुछ misadventure करता ही है. And on other side, the two countries of Russian borders, you remember Azerbaijan and Armenia, they are already tussling. And then we have that Jerusalem, the place where Lord Jesus, they are also already in tension. बस फिर हमारा स्टूडेंट्स बोलते हैं यार बोर्ड एग्जाम के टाइम इंडिया पे कुछ ना कुछ करना चाहिए. मतलब क्यों बेटा बोर्ड एग्जाम का टाइम एग्जाम कैंसिल होगा ना सर, व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट थिंग. बट दे हैव प्रेडिक्टेड दैट एंटायर यूरोप, half of the Asia might get involved. India will also be part and parcel, but India will not be bombarded. Neither India will be getting any. What I was saying. Asia, India might be one country, will also go into that trouble. But they say India will be having share of bloods and whatever it is, but through a civil war. So that's what they are saying. Civil war, you understand, within the country. But then Asian and European will come to a new war front where these mass destruction weapons might be used against each other. I mean, you don't predict हमारा क्या होगा. हमारा तो अभी तक कुछ आगे का लाइफ बढ़ा ही नहीं और allegation को डरा रहा है. Not related to studies. I hope you understand that. Don't worry, don't worry. Everything will be peace and calm. You can also enjoy the same things what we are going through, troubles of our life. Okay, but then India will be escaping at least any aerial bombing. But then, what we can predict? Seriously. So that's what we keep saying. That world is coming to an end. World is coming to an end. बच्चे बोलते कुछ नहीं. जब तक board exam खत्म नहीं होता, world is not going to come. Correct. So we always believe India, a superpower, as again predicted by him, not naming the country. Asia, a country might become the arbitrator. You understand the word arbitrator? What does arbitrator means? The person who might control east and west. अबे देखो अमेरिका ने इंडिया के ऊपर कितना प्रेशर डाला ड्यूरिंग दैट यूक्रेन एंड रशिया वॉर, बट इंडिया केप्ट इट्स स्टैंड वेरी करेक्ट. बट शायद अभी इंडिया चाइना में नहीं होगा बिकॉज इंडिया इज अ वेरी क्लोजेस्ट नेबर टू चाइना एंड अमेरिका टेक्स एनी एक्शंस ऑन आल्सो चाइना, रेपरकशन इंडिया को भी भुगतना पड़ेगा. Are you understanding? And 90% of the nuclear warheads are done by that mental retarded fellow Kim Jong. Many people say it is the money of China only. Because उस country में इतना गरीबी है, people are unable to fulfill even 3 meals a day. How come this fellow is having so much money? He has planted certain rocket testing from Korea. It may hit even Washington DC. सोचो कितना 1000 kilometers rocket जाएगा. So world is coming for that only. Definitely we pray that नहीं होना चाहिए. Let's go.
The union government announced the national agricultural policy.
So put that programs 1, 2, 3 है. ये सब government का targets रहेगा. Hey, don't wipe it both sides. Leave it.
Envisaging over 4% growth rate.
अंडर पर envisaging उधर लिख लो ensuring जैसा industry है इधर minimum हर साल हमारा agriculture 4% per annum grow होना चाहिए. If you want, you can write in the heading notebook NAP 2000, National Agricultural, and they will ask you in the board exam. पहला target लिखो. Ensuring a minimum agricultural production of. Ensuring minimum agricultural production of. Minimum agricultural production of 4% per annum. This is sad news. That's what he told me. Your coordinator, some other pastor today. And I got to know. I was planning to meet. तुम्हारा coordinator. All of a sudden, we are so rest. Whenever she comes next time, please have her. क्या होगा? Second point. Of 4% per annum. 4% per annum. Second point. introducing new and improved. I'm just adding some new words there. Introducing new and improved plant varieties. New and improved plant varieties. Hyphen, right? Hybrid seeds. New and improved plant varieties. Hyphen, hybrid seeds. Next point. ये प्राइवेट पार्टिसिपेशन अच्छा ठीक है बुक लिया तो बोल देना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग एंड लीजिंग ये आई विल एक्सप्लेन व्हाट इज दिस लीजिंग एंड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग इनटू द एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग एंड लीजिंग लैंड लीजिंग एग्रीकल्चरल नेक्स्ट highest priority in the government budget, highest priority in the government budget hyphen but I'm giving the sector animal husbandry you understand. Highest priority given to animal husbandry and the government budget. Thank you. Poultry, dairy, and aquaculture. I'll explain all this. I'll explain. Please write. 4% वाला सबको समझा? Second one क्या दिया मैंने?
New and improved varieties.
Aquaculture, etc.
Poultry.
Now, when I use about land leasing and contract farming, Maharashtrian farmers are giving the land for the next 15 years to a private fellow who want to invest in agriculture. Suddenly, Jio का board आपको agriculture का बीचों बीच दिखा. Public को Jio इधर क्या कर? I don't know the news. Everybody knows. Airtel is going to introduce a 5G services month of this end, I think. And so everyone might, you can do your gaming or surfing much faster. And then contract farming होता क्या है? I and you are entering into a contract. Your land, I am going to do the farming, for which you may ask me a term payment. You know term payment? पहले agriculture production में आप मुझे इतना दे दो. अभी how does a farmer benefit? Farmer is not having huge capital, but the fellow who is taking the land. I think ये farm laws में ये भी एक था. Then again the opposite party started crying. Ambani और Adani को अंदर घुसा रहा है. अरे जो भी घुसेगा तुझे क्या करना तेरा वो. But then that was cancelled. Then the next part that you have written, that new and improved varieties. Now we have certain crops which grow within 6 months. Now that same crops is growing within 2.5 months. There are certain plant varieties which grows only in typical areas. And sorry to say, except cow dung, it doesn't require anything at all. And this was a plant variety developed in Tanjore in some part of Tamil Nadu. And they say, ye plant, ye jo paddy hai, it is highly nutritious. But the problem, wo seed khatam ho chuka India. 90% of the seeds today we have, either rice or wheat, they will grow only with fertilizer. The problem with the fertilizer is that the land are becoming infertile. But what we can do, the size of the population of Indians is so huge. I mean, I don't know whether you have heard about hydroponics. So now what are hydroponics? I visited some part of one of my friend is a big investor. मैंने उसको बोला भी मैं भी आके काम कर दो बोला रहने दे उधर आके मेरा lecturing मत दे. Hydroponics, if you have seen that Pune area, ऐसा white color का shade के तरह दिया देगा देखो. These are those vegetables that you get it, and average size of a tomato is only this much, which might be a cherry tomatoes they call it, and they are highly nutritious. Neither water is required nor soil is required. They grow with that. मैं उधर 2 दिन उसका farm में था भी. Big investment like NutriFresh. Have you heard about NutriFresh? That's the biggest investor in some parts of Maharashtra. देखो ये वो vegetables है जो बिना chemical का बनता है. You may start in your own terrace also. But the problem is that you need space and investment and another thing. Europe में already hydroponics big success है. The tomatoes may be very small, very nutritious, but it should not have any fertilizer. Why does your mother ask you to that apples or whatever you eat to wash it thoroughly? Because of the fertilizer. 90% of the Alfonso that you eat, I don't know, this season, you might have got some heat burns in your body. Why? They put that carbide powder and do the ripening of the mangoes artificial. But you eat this one. I think in my house we have a papaya tree, and papaya doesn't grow much bigger than this. But let me tell you, it gets fully ripe in the tree only, and it is absolutely tasty. और हमको papaya इतना बड़ा भी मिलता है market में. No taste of papaya at all. It's all medicine. It's all medicines. फिर भी ठीक है, बॉम्बे में अच्छा मिल जाता है. You go to Delhi, they inject certain injection through hormones into the vegetables. You know that? Oh, good. एक तो vegetable grow big and within less time. सोचो हमारा India adulteration में कितना आगे. A milk company which was supplying milk to majority of the milk areas, rich areas in Delhi, was found to be using detergents and shampoos inside the milk, and all the people were drinking. जाग भरा दूध है. तब मालूम पड़ा एरियल का झाग है. And now I don't want to name the company which comes in that. मलाई तो इतना निकलता है. अभी शायद पता नहीं कब वो मलाई का secret क्या आएगा, God only knows. I feel if you remember certain lines, थोड़ा time जा रहा है, but I बोल देता हूँ. American Jersey cows, which are found maximum in India today, per day it might give you 20 liters of milk. अगर अच्छा उसका feed है तो. Americans demanded Indian cows, which gives the max in a day 2 liters maximum. अभी the question is that आप 20 लीटर का काव हमारे पास छोड़ के 2 लीटर का काव लेके क्यों गए? इंडियंस को क्या 20 लीटर दे रहे हैं ना भाई, यूज कर. Big business. If you have seen Jersey cow, either in photos they do not have a hump. देख लेना, छोटा भी नहीं है. Actually बुल को बड़ा hump रहता है, काव को नहीं रहता. So some people, my good friend, he does a kushti practice. He's a trainer. His own uncle had caused some brain hemorrhage. मैंने पूछा कैसे हुआ? He was one of the big kushti पहलवान of Maharashtra. Per day milk consumption was close to 20 to 40 liters. The man. And they said all the milk that he was consuming was that Jersey. Then they came to know that Jersey milk is highly poisonous. Whereas हमारा जो Indian native cow है ना, उसका आप 1.5 या 2 लीटर भी पर डे मिलता है. It is highly nutritious because in that hump they have a vein. He told me some vein. Doctors का report है. That absorbs the sunlight, makes the milk more juicier and more fattier, but the content will be minimum. It's like brinjal in our days, this much, this much. Now we have a brinjal, family size brinjal. पूरा family खा सकता है. Anytime अगर आपने खाया है तो उसमें brinjal का कोई भी qualities दिखता है, brinjal ही है. So that's why Government of India is giving highest importance now. Eat less, but eat nutritious. Is it okay? That is NAP 2000. Let's proceed. Hey, types of farming. I don't think we have a time to give any notes. Take 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Sorry. Hey guys, then you go down to your page number 165. Take down first question. Will you able to write the salient features of NAP? अभी मैंने दिया है. So let's start writing in your volume. That 3 minutes can be utilized. Page number, I don't know. Those who do not have the volume, write in the notebook. Salient features of a NAP.
Salient features of
That is what I've given. You write the introduction. When was it introduced? 169. Correct. I don't know. I think you might be knowing that Janda wala function. What Government of India is doing. I have turned my WhatsApp DP into that national flags. You guys are told in your school, is it? No sir. It's you are you. आप अपना colorful photo रख सकते हैं. कुछ नहीं. But at least for the 15th August, you can keep a national flag as one of your deeds. It's not a compulsion, but it's up to you. Because we are celebrating that 75th year of Indian independence, and it's a great gesture. And Congress wala usme bhi गड़बड़ किया. They've kept the photograph with Nehru holding the national flag. All ठीक है, उनका freedom of selection से they can do anything. I had done it 1 week before only. I kept a small symbol. Why this girl is doing what? Not way. Start writing NAP 2000. When and what time it was introduced? अगर book में मिला तो लिखो. Hey, in history that portion, did I leave any chapter in between? Confirm, na? Up till second phase I have done. Or Gandhi and era also completed. Completed, is it?
No, sir. We completed. We just started. And we
Gandhi and era. So would you like to be completed by me only, or shall I give it to the other teacher? No. Only that chapter, man. Don't put me into serious trouble again. And these guys know because they have the live experience of that. Hey, guys, you want me to complete that chapter, or shall I give it to the upcoming teacher, whoever it is?
Sir, you can complete.
मैंने start कर दिया. Are you sure? Okay, I will ask the teacher to give me a small. कुछ नहीं. Okay, you want me to say yes or no, then I'll do it. Okay, that is the third phase. Gandhi era. Hey, did I not start World War I and World War II with you? Chiliye, it was a wonderful gesture meeting you again on a Monday evening.
Yes.
So please be careful with your health and other things. The season is not good for anyone. I'll meet you in my next lecture.
Yes.
Thank you and